Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. Today I decided to make a quick update on what's going on with the company Cadeler, and the first video I made about it was how I researched a company before investing, which was 2 months ago, and it was a Cadeler example. Since the company, the stock price gained quite a lot. It's up 40% for the last 2 months. It's not bad. And there is quite a reason why it's going up and up. First of all, the latest news about the company specific, about the Cadeler, that they signed preferred supplier agreement for foundation installation in 2028. So the news is Cadeler today announces that it has signed a preferred supplier agreement with an undisclosed client for the transportation and installation of monopiles and transition pieces of a large offshore wind farm located in the European waters. The installation campaign is expected to commence in the first half of 2028, so in 2 years from now, and to be executed using the 2 of Cadeler's wind installation vessels, including one of the company's new-built A-class series, which are designed to excel in XXL foundation installation. Agreement is subject to the client's final investment decision on the project. Even though the company signed this agreement, it still has to be confirmed later on. What's important is that the agreement demonstrates the company's continued development as a full scope provider of foundation transportation and installation services within offshore wind. This will be Cadeler's first full scope foundation T&I project outside the United Kingdom. The conclusion is that it's gonna be the first big one contract which includes a full scope of works. Then it's going to be outside United Kingdom with some big player, and it's gonna be involved 2 ships out of 12. By 2028 they will have 12 vessels operational, and they're going to use 2 of them. That's definitely a good news for the company itself, but on top of that there is a momentum building for the industry itself. And just look at the other wind energy news. So today the new one was released that the 4th US offshore wind project beats Trump's construction halt. The same story as previous ones. A federal judge has dealt another blow to the Trump administration's offshore wind crackdown, granting Vineyard Wind a preliminary injunction to resume construction of the 806 megawatt project. Again, so the works are going on in the United States, and I wanted to pay attention to the even bigger news, and this relates to the whole industry, whole market, and that's big. And probably this one where Cadeler is going to be involved. Just my guess. 10 countries unite for 100 gigawatts North Sea offshore wind grid. So it's saying that 9 European nations plus the UK will jointly develop 100 gigawatts of offshore wind capacity in the North Sea by 2050. And here are the countries listed which involve in this agreement: energy ministers from Belgium, Denmark, Germany, the Netherlands, Norway, the UK, and the others, including Iceland as observer. It's interesting, Iceland as observer. We will sign the declaration at the North Sea Summit in Hamburg today. And this news is few days old. It's January 26, so I believe it's already signed. The pact commits to 20 gigawatts of joint projects kicking off in 2030s, part of a broader 300 gigawatt target for the region. In my opinion, momentum is building more and more for the wind energy, and probably that's why I'm paying attention to this sector, even though I'm not that fan of wind installation, turbines, etc. I'm not in the topic as much, but as I'm kind of reading the news every day, looking what's going on, I'm paying more and more attention to this particular segment just because I see how the things are developing and I could not just miss it. So the momentum is building, and you can see as a result with this specific company and others as well. For instance, Aker Solutions, the one that I follow, it's also involved in wind energy, also up today. But still, I think the company is significantly underpriced, because if you have a look at the projections for the earnings for the upcoming years, so this year they plan to earn 8 crowns, Norwegian crowns per share, which is 60 today. So let's quickly calculate what is price to earnings ratio for this year. So it's 7.5, and if you go for the forward one for the 2026, the projection is 10.75 Norwegian crowns. So the stock price 60 Norwegian crowns, we divide by 10.75, and it's going to be 5.6 price to earnings ratio for such a company with such a growth rate. Obviously this one will be updated. I don't believe that after 2027 the market will go down, just based on the news I see on what's going on with the company itself, how they developing fast. And to be honest, when we open the company news and media section, if you remember about this news, this news where the company has secured the loan of 60 million euros with option to have up to 80 million euros. This is something that they have on their balance sheet, and they can use it, for example, to build or buy another vessel to even more increase the fleet size of the company, even though they are already the biggest player in the wind energy. So far they plan to have 12 vessels by 2027, if I recall it right. The last one which is going to be built, is not it a Wind Apex? Yeah, they scheduled to deliver it in the first half of 2027, and another one will come at the second half of this year. It's gonna be the biggest fleet, and they have extra cash balance on their account to make more investments. And if the sector is going to move and to have the same momentum as it has now, the company will definitely know what to do with this money to progress even more. So anyway, I'm glad to see that the stock price has recovered to its normal value, and I personally believe it should take even the high highs of the stock price, but it takes time, and I'm glad that this stock is quite uncommon, that the capitalization of the company is so small that Wall Street doesn't pay attention to it. So it's definitely an advantage for the retail investors, and I'm happy to use this particular benefit. Okay guys, that's it for today. It was unexpected, but I had to do this update because I was pretty excited to see this news, and I wanted to share it with you. So I appreciate if you hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.